Hello, Peter here, and this time we're going to talk about Upkeeper 4.10. Keep watching. In Upkeeper 4.10 we have really addressed four main stories. First up is managed MDM devices registered with Intunes. Second one, show user information from Azure on devices so that you can have your users in Azure and your devices will be listed with the full name and so on, email and other stuff. Third one is manage tickets in external customer service system, and in this version we have released the integration with Zendesk so that you can manage your tickets in Upkeeper as well. The fourth and last main story for this version is share applications between organizations. So instead of copying applications, you can just share them and reduce file space. So let's go into the interface and look at some of the features and how we have implemented them. So let's start off by logging into the new version 4.10, and there we go, clicking on login, coming to the main screen. So let's change organization, go to another of the Upkeeper Solutions organization, select that one, and to the left we can see that there are more icons than we are used to, and if we expand the menu we can see the last one says tickets. This means that we have integrated this Upkeeper environment with a customer service system. And if we click on it, we get a list of the current tickets in the system. So we can see that we have 2 tickets registered right now. So let's go in and click on one of them. We have those 2. Let's start off with the first one. We open the ticket and we get some information about it. We see the group assigned, so that's the support. We see the assignee, so it's a pair assigned. We can add CCs, we have tags, so we can tag up stuff. We have the type, which is incident in this case, and priority we can set as well, and a status of this ticket. We can do public replies or internal notes. So if we want everyone to know what's happening in a case, we use the public, and internal is just for the agents working with the ticket. We have a lot of basic information as well, of course. So let's close this ticket for now and see. We see the 2, we see the status. You can of course create new tickets. When you create them, you tell the system who's the requester, who has asked for this ticket or has a problem. You assign a group, you assign the assignee, the agent for this ticket, if you want to. You add tags as you wish. You set the type and the priority of the ticket. You add a subject, title, and you can add also a comment when you create it, of course. So let's look at the ticket that has been created. We can see it's tagged with MDM, and the subject row says verify Intune sync, and we have some information. The ticket has been created. We have to verify that the synchronization to Intune works. So let's go to devices. Let's sort out the MDM devices, and we are looking actually for my phone, PJO's iPhone. So we have found it in the list. Let's click on the iPhone, the device tag, and we go into the general view of this phone. And last but not least, of course, you can see the source of this device. Its main source is Microsoft Intune, so by that we know it comes from there. We can see that we can lock this device, we can wipe it, and we can clear the passcode on this device from it within Upkeeper. So we get a good view of the device, and we can do some stuff from within Upkeeper, which is great, of course. So let's look at another device. This is an iPad, and here we can see that the source is due station, so another MDM system actually. So we can have two systems integrated at the same time at the same organization. And in this case, we have separated the iPads to be used or supported through the due station system, and the mobile phones through Intune. So we have seen that the synchronization works. Let's go back to the tickets and open up the Verify iTunes Sync ticket and make us a comment that everything is okay. We can set the status to solved because this is done. And we save the ticket. And we can see in the listing that its status is solved for now. And will shortly be even closed, depending on how you have configured your underlying customer service system. So let's go on and talk about another feature that we have included. It's on the, let's start by changing organization. Go to the development, Upkeeper development organization. And here we will look at devices with issues. So let's start off. We go and look at the devices. We change the view so that we see mobile devices and normal computers. And we can see directly in the list that we have one computer that has some kind of issue. It's the UPK W31 computer. Let's go into that one. And normally when we see these issues, it can be applications, it can be other stuff. But in this case, it's a computer issue. And we can see the device issue feature, which is a new one in 4.10. We see that this computer has some issue. We have a registration of high CPU, and we see that it's been reported when the time it's reported, and we can see that it is mainly entered. You can add, you can deactivate, you can reactivate and remove these issues. So you can add more issues, you can handle the issues depending on which status they are in. So that's really great, I think. So for this exercise, let's add another issue with, let's say it's have low memory. So we set the type to low memory. We make a note of that, low memory. As well, in this case, it's a computer with a lot of issues. So it has two issues registered, and the report time can be seen very clear, which is perfect. And if you have this integration to a reporting system, which we have in this organization, you can see the tickets for this specific computer. Let's create a new one because this computer has some issues. The requester is me, so we assign it to the support team, and I will assign it to myself. I don't have any CCs. We can see that the tags are automatically created, so the computer name is listed. We set the type and the priority of this case. We enter a subject, maybe like change would be. Replace, we call it replace, and we make a note as well, because this hardware has some issues. Replace hardware because of resources. It has some resources issues. So we have the basic information in the ticket, which is perfect. We could add other CCs as well. And the ticket is created. It will take a few seconds to be registered and available for us to list in Upkeeper. So let's wait for that. We have these issues which are registered. We have seen the high CPU, and we added the low memory. The ticket isn't there, so let's make a refresh to see if we can get fresh data to the view. Go back to the ticket, and there it is. We see the ticket, replace. So now when we have the ticket, we don't really need to have those issues. We can save them, of course, but we don't need them to be listed. But let's see in the overview of all tickets. If we refresh it, we'll see that the sold ticket has been moved away, and the new ticket replaced will be listed in this overview of all tickets, of course. So we have those tickets. Let's go back to the device. There we are, back to the device with these issues, and go into, click on it, and go into the advanced tab, and we marked the first one, deactivate, mark the second one, deactivate. We could have done both at the same time, of course, and in the listing there will be no icon telling us anything about this computer, but now we have this ticket, which is great. So we can see the replace ticket. We have made that tickets for remember to ourselves, a task. So we will go in later on and actually check if it's necessary. So let's go on. Let's look at shared applications. Start off with changing organization. Go to the template organization, an organization where we have all our applications made or tested. It's a normal organization, but no computers connected to this. We have this application Acrobat Reader 2021. Go into that. Looks exactly like a normal application with all these settings that we are used to have. And we can, of course, copy this application to other organizations that we are administrator of. But we will not copy them at this point. We will share them. So when we copy applications, it takes up application space or file space for the applications. But if we share, we save space because the application is only once copied. We have a new property is shared, which we can find under advanced. And if you go to the tab, which will be shown if you have a shared, you can see that we can add the organization that we want to share this application with. So we share with development, the Upkeeper development organization. And now the application will be available directly. And we can see it's a little bit special when it comes to the file structure, because we have the applications. Normally every application is saved under the organization ID folder like that, but when it comes to shared, they have a separate folder called shared, and under that we can find a folder with the application ID, which can be found on the address field in the web browser. And that won't be changed, so it will be simple to synchronize these kind of files. And under that folder you find the Vim file for the application. That can be changed, of course, if we update the package and we update the Vim file will be changed. So let's switch to the other organization which we have shared our application with. Go into organization, we go to the Upkeeper development organization and into applications, and we can see that they have the Acrobat Reader 2021. But this first page is a little bit special because you can't change anything. It's inherited from the mother application, so to say. So you can add it, of course, to computers, to groups, and so on. Nothing special there, but the general tab is actually locked down, so you won't be able to do anything in this place. It will be, if you update the from the original organization, it will be updated in the child organization as well. So let's switch back to the template organization where we have our master of applications, and go back. We go into the Acrobat Reader 2021, and we can see that here we can change everything. We can update the package, we can change the files, and so on. So everything is done from this main or master of the application, and then it's inherited in the organization where we have copied this. So we can see in this organization we don't have the ticket system integration, so we can configure it on each and every organization. If we go to configuration, we go into a tab called CSS, and that stands for Customer Service System. We can see that we're prepared to integrate more systems. Today we have integrated Zendesk, but we will be integrate other customer service systems as well, and there will be unique configuration for each and every of the systems, of course. But the main features and the functions will be the same, nothing special there. And we're looking to make a general integration as well, where you can connect each system out there, actually, with an open API. So that's it. That's the main features in 4.10. So that's Upkeeper 4.10. If you want more information, visit our website or our support site, or give us a call or send us an email. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and remember to hit the bell button as well, so you get noticed when we release something new. And remember, work less, manage more.